Prémontré Abbey. Prémontré Abbey was the mother house of the Premonstratensian Order and was located at Prémontré about 12 miles west of Laon, department of Aisne, France. History. It was founded by Saint Norbert of Xanten in 1120 on waste land that had previously belonged to the Abbey of Saint Vincent, Laon, to which it had been given by a former bishop of Laon. The monks of Saint Vincent's had tried in vain to cultivate it. As shown in the charter of donation, the place was called Premonstratus, or Protomonstratum Premontre or Premontre, probably from a clearing or meadow made in the forest. The name, however, easily lent itself to the adapted meaning of locus premonstratus, a place foreshown as, for example, in the life of Godfrey of Cappenberg, one of Norbert's first disciples 1127, venit ad locum vir juxta nomen suum, a domino premonstratum, electum et predestinatum, he came to a place truly according to its very name foreshown, elect and predestined of the Lord. The founding tradition says that the Bishop of Laon and Norbert visited Premontré about the middle of January, and that the bishop gave the white habit to Norbert on 25 January, the feast of the conversion of St. Paul. At the conclusion of the Council of Liege 1131, Pope Innocent Roman II and Norbert came to Laon and stayed with Bishop Bartholomew. They also visited Prémontré Abbey and were delighted to see some 500 religious priests, clerics, and lay brothers all united in the observance of their duties under Abbot Hugh of Foss. It was the original Premonstratensian custom to establish double monasteries, but in the general chapter of 1141 it was decided to remove the convents of nuns to at least 1 league's distance from the abbeys of men. Hugh died on 10 February 1161, and was succeeded by Philip, then abbot of Belleville, in the forest of Argonne. Abbot John Roman II founded in 1252 a college or house of studies for Norbertine clerics at the University of Paris. At the death of Virgilius, 43rd Abbot General of Premontré, Cardinal Francis of Pisa had intrigued so much at the court of Rome that he succeeded in being named commendatory abbot of Premontré, and in 1535 took possession of the abbey and all its revenues. Cardinal Francis was succeeded by Cardinal Ippolito d'Este, the papal legate in France, who also held the abbey in commendam until he died in 1572. The historian of the abbey Charles Taillet calls these two cardinals les flots de Premontré, the scourges of Premontré. After the death of Cardinal d'Este a free election was held, and Jean Desproutes, doctor of the Sorbonne, an earnest and zealous priest, was elected, and his election confirmed by Pope Gregory Roman XIII, 14 December 1572. With great ability Desproutes undertook the difficult task of repairing the financial losses. He died on 15 May 1596, and was succeeded by 2 further zealous abbots, Longpre and Gosset, but the latter was succeeded by Cardinal Richelieu as commendatory abbot. The last abbot general, Elekai, was elected in 1781. At the French Revolution the abbey was suppressed and confiscated, and the site sold to a certain Cagnon, who demolished several buildings and sold the material. It was converted into a potassium and saltpeter factory by a wealthy glass manufacturer in the early 1790s. Having passed through several hands, the property was bought by Paul Armand de Cardin de Garsignes, Bishop of Soissons, whose successor sold it to the department of Aisne, by whom the buildings were converted into an asylum or psychiatric hospital. Buildings of the old abbey, as it was from the 12th to the 16th centuries, hardly anything remains, but 3 large buildings of the 17th and 18th centuries are still standing, part of one of which is used as a church dedicated to Saint Norbert. Most of the site is still in use as the psychiatric hospital founded in 1867. 1.